Happy Friday, my honey drops. I hope everyone's doing pretty well. It's definitely been a week. Hello in the chat, Dr. Jekyll. Seems everything is pretty quiet so far, but like I said, it's been a week. So let's be gentle to ourselves and each other. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot planned for tonight. I've been planning for further out. So, why is my ear kind of wonky right now? Interesting. The one time I don't want to make my ears all cockeyed. Yeah, I've not had a very great week. I got sick. I had to deal with some very stressful things. It wasn't stressful to me. It was the other people getting affected to it and taking out their stress on me. That wasn't needed. So, once the stress source was gone, I essentially collapsed. Not literally, just like my immune system was like, okay, we're done. And I spent the past couple days with a fever and lots of sneezing for some reason. Oh Jesus, getting physical with the neighbors. That's not good. I'm trying to think, like, my neighbors are fairly okay. Very keep to themselves. At the very least, the worst one had to be the old Baptist across the street who, upon moving in, tried very hard to get us to go to her church, which is no. But even if things got physical, I'm glad you got out of it alive, which is really dark to say, but I've heard of and seen worse. So, yeah, let's count our blessings where we can. What the hell is going on with the side of my model here? Just, okay. Hold on. I'm going to still be here, but the bear's going to disappear for a moment. Okay, let's try this again. I think I just need to do kind of a little reset here. Because I'm going to be reflected. I want it to be accurate to my actual facial expressions, you know? Alright, everything good? Maybe it's because my bangs are covering my eyebrow. Maybe that's what's making it wonky. No, my model just has a really wonky eye. We'll try to ignore that. We'll say that's the remnants of the cold. They tried the hardest to get us to fight. Didn't work until they started it, but me and Mrs. Hyde finished. Good. Pretty much best advice from the Aristocats. Do not start a fight, finish them. That's all I can say, because so long as you don't throw the first punch, you can pretty much get away with the rest of it, because then you can claim self-defense and take their asses down. Greetings to you, Carmen. Welcome back to the stream. As I mentioned, I don't have much planned. I've been thinking a little further out. I'll wait until a little later to say what that is, just so more people hear and I don't have to repeat myself as often. But, yeah. I've been getting some good recording done. I did a very fun script this week and just got finished editing it. I have to give it another listen through before I upload it. That's what I always try to do. After I finish, I wait a day or two, and then I give it another listen, make sure everything's fine, that the volume is balanced, that there aren't noises or bad takes that I skipped over accidentally. But a little hint, it's a script called The Potion of Unintelligence. Kind of a D&D style script. And it was fun. I essentially did my drunk voice. And that is something I figured out about myself recently is that you can tell what I'm intoxicated on based on how my voice goes. My stoned voice and my drunk voice are very different. Yeah, we just gotta wait and see what happens, but just gotta be careful now and keep our eyes open. A Ring camera or something similar will also help. Because I also have a friend who lives in an apartment complex, and she has shared her neighbors across the hall who just harass them and keep doing rude gestures and curses in front of the door. So they're gathering evidence to, make a case against them. Fallout 1 int build time? Yes, pretty much. I low IQ, yeah. Yeah, just be careful out there. Get video evidence, because always be safe with that. And I don't know the exact situation, but it probably wouldn't hurt to have a method of self-defense on you. Something with blunt force. Ideally. I'm not a fan of firearms, so I'm not recommending that at all. And I guess this is as good a time as any to talk about that. Yeah, I don't like guns, and it's not for the typical city girl, all guns are bad thing. No, I was robbed at gunpoint at my work when I was like 22, 23. I worked in a fucking ice cream parlor, and I had a gun pointed at me. It's hands down the most traumatizing event in my life. So that's why I say keep a blunt force instrument for self-defense, not a fucking gun. No one needs a gun outside of, like, more rural areas to, like, things like hunting or pest control, things like that. No one in an urban or suburban area should be using a gun. And yes, these are sweeping generalizations, and there are more nitpicky stuff, but I'm not getting into that. I'm just stating that. But yeah, back to the D&D Potion of Low Intelligence script. That was very fun. I got to do the, hi, what you doing? I'm bored. It's fine. You're cute. Yeah, pretty much if I am drunk on alcohol, my voice goes higher and sweeter. If I'm drunk on weed, I get a much lower and deeper kind of raspy voice because everything slows down. But yeah, that one was super fun to do. What else has been going on? Not too much, honestly. More things happening in the future. I'm going to have a solid week where I'm going to have the place mostly to myself. So I'm going to be recording some spicy scripts. The kind that YouTube will never allow, and that I will most likely make a Patreon for. Yeah, I've been comparing platforms for that kind of stuff because one, it looks really fun to do, and I really want to dip my toes into that, so to speak. And just trying to find the places where, it can go up without harming my platform or anything like that, because I've been having so much fun doing various things with my voice and experimenting what I can make my voice do, because I've spent the entirety of my life being pretty quiet and not speaking up, standing out. So this has been really fun. Oh, hello peoples. Hello 01. Hey Teddy, I'm hella fresh to the party. Excellent. Hi there, Teddy. It's 4 a.m. on a Saturday morning, so I probably doze off again, but at least I'm here. Well, at least you're here, and like you can actually have a little more than just 5 minutes of my stream. I hope you're not pushing yourself to be up at 4 a.m. Um, like I know my dad gets up at 4 a.m. easily. Like he naturally wakes up at that time, and I think he's a madman for that. But whatever. Come in, someone talking about New Vegas. God bless the unoptimized mess. I really should go back and at least finish a goddamn Fallout game. I only just started to watch season 2 because it's one of those shows where I have other people I'm watching it with, so waiting to coordinate with them. But almost we had to miss out on the last 10 minutes of the first episode because distractions. But he was like, there's too much going on and I don't think I can follow along. I'll give it one more episode. And so if he drops it, I'm going to binge everything and I will catch up. And I'm very curious to see what the Death Claw looks like. I've been hearing a pretty good stoof. I need to see the show still. I'm very lazy. That's fine. There's so much content out there on so many different platforms. It's amazing anyone can watch anything without just being overwhelmed. That's cool that you're less than a year old and you're already so... Where? We're famous. Like, alright, I will say, 4,000 subscribers, what the fuck? I'm still in awe. I was talking to DJ Zydrate, a friend of mine, about it, and he's like, wow, took me 2 years just to get 200 followers. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know where everyone keeps finding me, why they think that just I got lucky. Hands down. It's what happened. I got lucky. I think part of it is because I get my scripts on r/ASMR Script Haven. And the thing is, the courtesy there is you use a script, you fill it, you comment on the original script post, and then you make a post showing your script fill. And I don't know, just the right people found me there and started giving me a follow and a like, a comment, and that led to YouTube's algorithm deciding to give me a chance, which put me on the radar of different people browsing, and it snowballed from there. So, as I attribute it, yes, I put in work and give quality to my videos, but I got lucky. And that's a part of any sort of endeavor like this. Luck is a huge factor, and you can't quantify luck. You can't capture luck, no matter how many leprechauns you find. Oh god, more stuff. It's the time I normally wake up for work, so my inner clock is tuned to that. Ooh, rough. Wait, why? Dude, my mouse is all the way over here. Why is it affecting this? What? Why are my eyes going all wonky today? I don't know. What? I don't know. Oh god, there's more stuff going on. You need to play the game You Like Fisto? How can I resist a character with a name like Fisto? Assume the position. Felicitations, malefactors. Hello, Crispy. Welcome back. Wait a second. Now I recognize it. Felicitations, malefactors. That's Plankton. That was the episode Plankton's Army, right? Unbelievably famous is... Oh! Hi! Hi, Ice Shit Bricks! I didn't realize that was you! Alright, wait. So, you saying that gives it a little more credence. How the fuck am I famous? What the fuck? Everyone keeps coming from your walls. Your insulation is tasty. No wonder it's so cold in this house. Do you have any idea what my thermostat is set to? 64. Because that's all I can afford up here. Ring-a-ding-ding, baby. What in the goddamn? Are you part of the refuge already? Shouldn't it be all the leprechauns in the basement? That depends. The right authors can also help. Some collect fills in a playlist, and that pushes it to everyone who watched their other scripts. That's fair. I also do the same thing. I make playlists titled Scripts by So-and-so, Scripts by So-and-so, for, like, the assorted one-shots. So, although it's mostly, it's for two reasons. One, so if you like a script by a certain author, you can see a bunch of others. So, you have my performance and their work, because you might vibe with that. And also for the people that are like, where's part two? Where's part two? Ask them! Because clearly you're not reading the description that says, script by so-and-so. Everyone's like, oh, you're making this. Therefore, you're the one who's writing it. Give me a part two. There is no part two. I'm waiting for that as well. Excuse me. You'd legally change your name to Fisto. I don't think there's anything stopping you. Yeah, no, if folks want another part, I want them to bug me instead of view it as my... I know! I can't do anything, and while theoretically I could make a continuation, it wouldn't be genuine, and it would be really weird if then there was a part two later and it veered wildly from my interpretation. Like, do fan scripts of bigger IPs, not the smaller stuff, because nobody cares if you fuck with a company's IP. Oh, the Game of Thrones situation, yes. Fuck that. Fuck season 8. Fuck it. Fuck it. Last season of Game of Thrones was a failure in storytelling. That's my main gripe. It was a failure in storytelling. Ugh. Like I've even said, I don't mind Daenerys going mad. It happened way too fast. There's this image that I saw that described how Game of Thrones, the show, worked. It is a simple maze, like you just draw on a pencil with, and it shows the books, and it's just a line going through all of the maze, just going through, and then once they ran out of book material, line straight to the exit, passing through the walls, because these fuckers didn't know what they were doing, and they wanted to stop Game of Thrones so they could pursue other creative pursuits. I think the sequel trilogy of Star Wars was part of it, which also got fucked over, so nobody won. You touched a nerve. I have feelings when it comes to storytelling. Yeah, don't. I mean, think of it this way. What kind of pop culture powerhouse Game of Thrones was in its heyday? The memes, the merchandise, all of that. Last season drops, everything stopped. Nobody wanted anything to do with it anymore because they did it so bad. I mean, for fuck's sake. The only remnant that I bring up is some of the quotes like, "Oh, my sweet summer child," and sometimes I will still sing the Reigns of Castamere. Like, I bother to learn it, so of course I use it. The last season of Game of Thrones is so good, I hate it. I haven't watched Stranger Things. I tried to watch the first season, and I didn't care for it. I didn't hate it. I didn't dislike it. I was just meh. And so I didn't pursue it. What a lovely franchise you've got there. And it's gone. Reigns of Castamere is actually a goated song, 10 out of 10. Give me a second. My voice is a little funny. I'll have a another honey drop after I do this. And who are you? The proud Lord said that I must bow so low. Only a cat of a different coat, that's all the truth I know. In a coat of gold or a coat of red, a lion still has claws, and mine are long and sharp, my lord, as long and sharp as yours. And so he spoke, and so he spoke, that Lord of Castamere. And now the rains weep o'er his hall, with no one there to hear. Yes, now the rains weep o'er his hall, with not a soul to hear. And now we will have a honey drop. That's the only real thing of Game of Thrones that I keep. It's a fun little song to sing. I can sing it up like an octave in the shower, of course. Of course, everyone sings better in the shower. So much better acoustics. Feel the same way about storytelling. I never got into Game of Thrones, but everything was just so poorly done. And if it's even an IP I care about, then whoo, okay, there will be hellfire coming from me. Very fair. And the thing is, like, I do need to go back and reread, because it has been literal years, but I started reading Game of Thrones in middle school. So I definitely had a hipster moment when the first season of the series came out, because I had been telling my friends and other people for years, you need to read Game of Thrones. You need to read this. This is really good book series. And nothing. The show comes out, everyone starts reading it. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? This convinces you? Patiently waiting for the Peaky Blinders movie, because surely now. Do I have any ideas that I want to see written out? Running out of material? I don't know right now. Damn, the bear has pipes. Oh, thank you. Alright. Let me choose my words carefully. I don't consider myself a quote-unquote good singer. I'm never gonna make it on, like, America's Got Talent or what have you. But I do have fun singing along to songs in the car or in my headphones or what have you. And I've actually been practicing a bit of singing. Okay. Okay, so you have a cultural icon of a show. What do you want to do to end it? Show writers, let's fuck it. You know what's interesting, Dr. Jekyll? I did hear that HBO was gonna just keep throwing money at the showrunners, because it was like, you keep this show running as long as you want. And they're like, nah, we're done. Motherfuckers. Karaoke stream when? I will get to that a little later. Actually, we've got a pretty good amount of people, at least commenting. Put a pin in that. I'll get right back to that. Hi, Teddy. Last night I finally got around to listening to the audiobook of Stephen King's The Running Man, and it was a bit disappointing. Concept was unique, but the execution was just terrible. That always sucks when that happens. It's just... I hate the wasted potential of a good idea. Because, like, oh, this is really cool. What are you going to do to explore it? And nothing. Hit me up if you remember. I'm doing a 52 script challenge for the year. Yeah, I'll definitely throw some ideas your way if and when I think about it. Probably like your Reddit DM or something. Just hoping the movie adaptations are any better. Am I thinking of The Running Man or Demolition Man? Was Demolition Man an adaptation of The Running Man? No, no, no. Those are two different movies. I'm thinking of the Schwarzenegger adaptation. That was a fun movie. I haven't read The Running Man, so I don't know how well it does as an adaptation, but I know it's fun. Okay, so getting back to Bob Saget's comment of karaoke stream when. Alright, you know, I wish I kind of wrote something out so I could get all my thoughts together. So, as most of you, I hope, know, I am updating my character model. So, the bear is going into retirement. This bear may come back for future visits, but I have been working on getting a proper OC designed. I'm working with, I should actually drop their name if I'm going to be doing this on VGen. Username Akeno Arata, Akeno Arata, to do my get a character reference sheet done, and I'm currently doing research into getting a live 2D model artist / rigger. I want it to be the same person just because I feel that's less trouble. The bear is gonna hibernate. Sorry, there's a lot of things going on. Eventually I'm gonna get diagnosed with ADHD, and with any luck I'll get medicine so I can function. But anyway, so I've been trying to budget for it because I'm not going to go for a huge, elaborate model, at least not for my first one. You know, still kind of playing around with everything. No, we're moving from bear to bear girl. So there will be some bear still occurring. But it's partly because this bear model here is a pre-made. So you can literally get it off of Etsy and just have your own. Wait, what? What the fuck is going on here in chat? Oh, Carmen, really? The bad puns. So anyway, to get a decent basic model, the baseline is $1,000. Jesus fucking Christ, what is going on over there? Oh my god, what the thing from Sunday? Do I want to fucking know? Shoving your head into a blender? What the fuck? Anyway, so just like base price is like $1,000. And like for a full body and with V-bridger, I absolutely want some V-bridger. I want to have some articulation around my mouth and the rest of my face because I make some really fun expressions. I can even do a people's eyebrow. You wouldn't believe how high my right eyebrow can go. Yeah, it's a lot of money for the base price. And again, this is for a live 2D model. And I do want it to get a full body one instead of a bust because my girl be caked up. Listen, Teddy, there's nothing more painful than what I had to witness on Sunday. Are you gonna tell me? If you smell what the bear is cooking, it's bacon! I can take my left eyebrow pretty high. Between the two of us, our eyebrows exist in the middle of the forehead. Yes. Anyway, so I'm impatient. I really want to get a model done, but I don't have all the money. So, wait, On top of... I'm gonna have a donathon stream. I want to try to raise some money so I can get a pretty, nice, shiny VTuber model. Jesus Christ, I don't even want to... So, I'm thinking in 2 weeks, because that's a time in which I will have, you know, quiet and privacy and I can do this. I want to run a 12-hour stream. It'll probably be overnight for me. And there will be rewards, goals. Don't think I'm just, like, using all y'all to make my VTuber model. I'm putting 500 down myself. That's how much I can comfortably spend without, you know, like going into the emergency funds, cutting into my food budget or anything like that. And yes, one of the things is to do a bunch of singing. Because again, I feel I'm at least a little bit entertaining with my song. In fact, my voice does sound a little worn out right now because I was practicing. I was testing, like, oh, do I think I can do this song? Let me do a test. Yeah, I could manage that. And a lot of them are Disney songs, especially Disney villain songs. Although some that I know by heart. But yeah, especially if I can get some more funds raised, get some really cool extra elements, toggles. Awesome. If I show up, you know, you're requesting sea shanties. Let me get something like the Wellerman. I actually know some others and some like Irish-ish folk songs. Like, well, I'd say like Bully in the Alley, but that's not really a good solo-ish song. Wonderwall? Of course you're fucking requesting Wonderwall. Villains get the best songs anyway. Fuck yes. Yes, they do. 2 weeks puts me in busy times, unfortunately. Don't worry, I'll be doing a lot of clips and like highlights and things like that. So at least you'll get the good stuff without any of the fluff. No, we're doing Lowlands and let's see. Lowlands, that sounds familiar. Let's see. Why does that title seem familiar? I think I know that one. I would have to listen to it. The Fish in the Sea Shanty and Mingule Boat Song. I'm writing these down. Rocky Road to Dublin? Fuck yeah. Especially the, especially that really good performance of it in Sinners. God, that was such an awesome scene. Waiting for the fluff, I saw Bear and immediately clicked the... Okay, that's fair. I guess a bear does stand out, especially amongst all the pretty anime girls. But, like I said, my gal's gonna be caked up. Because I know so many of them have the huge tracts of land. Rocky Road to Dublin. Alright, Lowlands Mingule Boat Song. I'm gonna look up Fish in the Sea Shanty. The Longest Song or Windy Old Weather. And it's windy weather, boys, stormy weather, boys. When the wind blows, we're all together, boys. Blow ye winds westerly, blow ye winds blow. Jolly sou'wester, boys, steady she goes. Does that sound like good? Does that sound like the one you're talking about? Rocky Road to Dublin. Oh, you know what would be a really good one to do? Whiskey in the Jar. I love Whiskey in the Jar. Tequila. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, God. So, Ocean Deep Beast in Black. Damn, I am just Whoa, that is an album cover. Damn. Yes. That's, yes. So much blowing. Favorite, Red is the Rose. That's the one. I was working with that one YouTuber guy and he starts singing Big Strong Man, an Irish song, and he's absolutely flabbergasted. I'm filling the audience parts. Rattling Bog. Oh god, that's another one that sounds familiar to me. Years and years ago, oh, I do know Rattling Bog. I like years and years ago, I used to work at a printing company, and I totally wasn't supposed to, but I would sneak in an earbud along with my regular safety earbuds because I was just fucking bored. 12-hour overnight shift just standing at a machine. And I just ended up listening to... There was a time in which I listened to a lot of sea shanties just because they were really fun. Loch Lomond. Leaving already, Crispy? Alright, until next time. Alright, big, strong man. God damn, y'all. So many requests. Red is the Rose. Come over the hills, my bonny Irish lass. I would sing Red is the Rose to my kids for a good night song. That's lovely. I love using unusual songs as kids' songs instead of the usual, like, nursery rhymes and whatnot. Just be careful you don't end up using a murder ballad. Learn from my mistakes. What were some other songs? Oh, that reminds me. One of the, like, a character interpretation I want to do, and now I feel I should do it just because we're doing it. The murder ballad must be sung. Yeah, the one I chose with the Shankill Butchers. Let's see if I can, oh, there it is. I wonder if I Alright, let's see if I can give this little performance. I've decided that whenever I want to do a character interpretation or a quote or something, I'm just going to fucking do it. I'm not going to ask for permission. I'm not going to be like, oh, are you guys okay if I do this? No, I'm just going to fucking do it. I'm trying to kill my cowardice right at the root. Since we're talking sea shanties and all that. Damn ye! Let Neptune strike ye dead, Winslow. Hark! Hark, Triton! Hark! Bellow! Bid our father, the Sea King, rise from the depths, full foul in his fury. Black waves teeming with salt foam to smother this young mouth with pungent slime, to choke ye, and gorging your organs till you turn blue and bloated with bilge and brine and can scream no more. Only when he, crowned in cockleshells with slithering tentacle tail and steaming beard, take up his befinned arm, his coral-tined trident screeches banshee-like in the tempest and plunges right through your gullet, bursting ye, a bulging bladder no more, but a blasted bloody film now and nothing, for the harpies and the souls of dead sailors to peck and claw and feed upon, only to be lapped up and swallowed by the infinite waters of the dread emperor himself, forgotten to any man, to any time, forgotten to any god or devil, forgotten even to the sea, for any stuff for part of Winslow, even any scantling of your soul is Winslow no more, but is now itself the sea. I should give that a bit more practice before I post that. Butcher Pete? That's another one that sounds familiar. Fallout 3 soundtrack. Yeah, may as well. The Wiggles version of Rattling Bog? I don't even know if you're kidding. I never watched the Wiggles. that was after my time. Like, I know my little brother used to watch the Wiggles. I've got a nice kind of honey cough drop now as a preventative measure. And it's got liquid honey in the middle. And I just got to that part and was like, oh, yes, I am embodying the bear. Pardon me, I need to finish this. Fallout Goody is Big Iron. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just listened to that because I started season 2. Didn't even get to finish the full episode because interrupted, but yeah, that scene with the ghoul and Big Iron playing. Oh, that was a nice scene. That was a nice scene indeed. Might have to go soon to get dinner made. Very hungry and waiting for your sister to finish using the oven. Good call. Must feed yourself. Remember you watched the Wiggles when I was a kid, but don't remember at the same time. My mom told me I did, but I don't remember. That's always interesting. Because like, I remember being told that my dad and I used to watch the movie Legend constantly, over and over. I have absolutely no memory. That's the one with Tim Curry as the devil with big ass horns on his head. And a young Tom Cruise. Unless you're 45, I don't think you're too old for the Wiggles. Close, I'm 38. Which apparently I shocked some people with because I sound mid-20s. Which, okay, I'll take that as a compliment. I'm definitely one of those people that when I was young, people thought I was older than I was. And now people think I'm younger than I am. C'est la vie. That's perfect Wiggles age. Well, to be fair, I do hear that women of around my age very much like the Wiggles for more inappropriate reasons. I did have to do a double take when you dropped the bear lore. Yeah. I was trying to be sneaky, but once it was actually heard, I was like, yeah. And to be honest, yeah, I was a little worried about revealing my age because there's that whole belief of if you're going to be in the entertainment industry, you have to be young and attractive. But honestly, a bunch of the VTubers that fall under the self-moniker of hag, give me hope and give me a little boost that I can do this too as a slightly older woman. Like, literally, I've looked at my demographics. I'm older than, like, 90% of my audience. The lazy town, we are number one. I only experienced that as the meme. Speaking of Fallout, what is your favorite song from this series? That's a good question. I'll probably go basic bitch and say I don't want to set the world on fire, but I think partly for me that also counts as a BioShock song. From me anyway. The whole, was it retrofuturism, atom punk aesthetic? It's pretty cool. I like it. It's fun. The age of 40 is in demand. Yeah, people be wanting the MILFs. The Wanderer is a favorite close race. Yeah. You went in 3 when the Wiggles dropped their first album. I believe it. But I'm also in the States, and I don't remember hearing them getting popular until closer to the aughts. The stream is buffering constantly, a bit behind, I think, but I myself am 34, 35 less. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. When I did that stream on my birthday, that was me turning 38, but everyone was too polite to ask me my age. You sure as fuck ain't gonna be 35 in a month. Fair. Time is moving on and I hate it. But I gotta say, the 30s have been wild. This has been the most confident I have felt in myself in my entire life. I think it's because I've distanced myself from people and situations where I was constantly second guessing myself, and found people who supported me in who I was and in my self-exploration. And when you have people in your corner, excuse me again, it's a lot easier to live true to yourself when you know that people are going to still like you for who you are. And that's very scary. Missed the birthday stream. Let's make this stream My birthday stream was on Black Friday. So I'm not sure you were following me at that point. I have no idea when you've been following my channel, aside from checking it out when I'd post filled on one of your scripts. Dude, my birthday was in November. Every stream will be an unbirthday stream. A very merry unbirthday to me, a very merry unbirthday to you, it's true. Happy birthday, you're 30. God, no, that's not how it works. Favorite Bioshock? Bioshock 2 for me. Definitely the first one. I really wanted to like Bioshock Infinite. I watched the development and thought it was so cool, and it failed. I mean, it was still fun. It just didn't live up to the expectations. Reaching your 30s is like trading insecurity for back and knee pain. We are so much more confident, but dang if our bodies ain't clicking and clacking like a Geiger counter. Yes, very much so. It sucks. It's definitely the whole thing is that when you have the beauty and the looks, you don't understand or appreciate what you have. Does anyone remember the Sunscreen song from like the late 90s? In which one of the first lines is, enjoy the power and beauty of your youth. Oh, never mind. You won't understand the power and beauty of your youth until it's too late. Which is fucking true! Motherfucker. Super fresh, so unbelievably fresh to the channel. Better late than never, right? I mean, it hasn't even been a year. I still gotta plan something big-ish for my 1 year anniversary of this channel. My channel's gonna be turning 1 in March. Huzzah! Yeah. Not even existing in the 90s. I'm still grappling with that. Looking forward to the confidence, at least, yes. Very, just... Been dealing with that pretty much whole adult life already, looking forward to the confidence. Funnily enough, for me, when I developed all this confidence was when I started dressing more alt. Because when I was younger, I very much wanted to dress goth. I felt a lot of connection to the scene. Looking back, there were so many things that was like, yes, I was always destined to be alt. But I had zero support and actually got mocked by family. By like, you have stuffed animals and you watch Sailor Moon. There's no way that you can be goth. You're a poser. Which was shit. So, a number of years ago, I started dressing the way I wanted. I bought the clothes that my teenage self would have loved for me to wear. Started doing makeup, period. I don't do it every day just because it's much, but I have been encouraged to at least, you know, do a little something with my eye makeup because that's always fun. And it really culminated when I shaved half my head. And I had just a side buzz that later turned into a wraparound buzz. That was when my purest, favorite self came out. And after I did it, people were like, yes, that haircut is very you. It's your spirit. And I have just maintained that. I've been trying to make my body what I've always wanted. And say what you will about the beauty industry and external looks, there is power in presenting yourself the way you want. Oh god, I'm just watching more of this. Don't tell anyone. I can guess which of the scripts. Wait, no. You informed me of the bear script, and I don't think that was inspired by me, but now I'm curious. Did you release that script yet? Is it possible for me to guess which one that is? Several people I've spoken to IRL have thought I was 18 to 22 years old in recent memory. Guess that means I'm aging well? Yes. Yes, it does. Alt stands for alternative, which is kind of like an umbrella term for like punk, goth, emo, scene. Basically just alternative appearances. Counterculture, I think is another way to put it. I've mentioned it a bunch of times, but I do have a club that I visit every Wednesday because they have a kink night, and I sell BDSM teddy bears and other stuffed animals, and so that's like a little side hustle. I'm regular enough that I've been made the vendor coordinator, so I get to help other people come in and sell their shit. And it's delightful. It's my mid-week sanity break. I get to dress in fetish gear. Although in the summertime, usually I'm dressed in as little as possible because it's so freeing. As a trans person, I can understand that. Oh, yes. As I was saying that, I was like, this is really going to speak to the trans people in the audience and the gender non-conforming, especially. We have a mutual fan. Yes, it's the bear script. That I was originally going to fill that much earlier, but now I'm thinking of premiering that like the day or so before I premiere my new avatar, because I will definitely make the video using this model, just kind of puppeting. Just have a little extra fun with that script in that video. Digimon ASMR. Find me a script. Find me a script and I will do that. Hell, write me a script and I will do that. Let's see. I have been considering doing commissions, yes. I've been looking at maybe like opening a Ko-Fi, coffee. I don't know what the consensus is for how that's pronounced. Hold on a second. I dress in what? You dress in what? You just got hit with a shockwave? Alright. Cards on the table. I'm in the kink community, okay? I have fetish wear. No, I am not a top. I am not a dominatrix. I'm just really confident, so it comes out like that. And when I do scripts in which I'm very dominant and commanding, that is based on what I want said to me. I channel that like, oh god, I would melt if someone said this to me. So I do that, because I want y'all to feel that too. The Bearmon ASMR. I haven't watched Digimon in years and years. What does Bearmon look? Oh my god, he's adorable! Backwards cap? Oh my god, that's adorable. Oh god. So yeah, I am working on a commission setup. When I do the Donorthon stream, I will have rewards like having a custom voice clip saying whatever you want within reason, like nothing overtly sexual. You have to pay extra for that. No hate speech. None. I don't suspect anyone here will do that, but you gotta lay it on the line. You gotta show where you stand as soon as possible. A fellow Shibari enjoyer. My dude, thank you for sharing that pun. I've been using that for so long. Because that's how I got good at learning to tie. If you ever heard of a karada diamond tie, body diamond tie, I can do that to myself. I consider that a basic bitch tie. Because yeah, I'll just do that periodically because it's fun. The back is definitely all, you know, loose and messy, but again, I just tie that to myself, and I need to be able to untie myself if something goes wrong. She also said when you go out, you just wear that scarf. You'd be surprised. As I say, I would go out with minimal clothing if I could get away with it with 1, the law, and 2, the weather. That's my main deterrent. You got Ms. High Detention now, all big eyes. But yeah, I do shibari, I do shibunny, and hair bondage. Rabbits are one of my most popular things to do, because I do the hair bondage thing around their ears. Unicorns also, very popular thing that I do. Oh fuck, I'm gonna need to look up the photos, aren't I? I'm gonna need to pull up the photos and show you right here and now, aren't I? Let me catch up with some of the comments here, and then, yeah, I will, Oh, dang, this famous prude of no... As a famous prude, I've never been so disarmed by a stream. Yeah, I lack a sense of shame. I try to have a bit of privacy for the sake of safety, but I am pretty shameless. I no longer have shame, and I'm so much happier without it. I would write a Digimon ASMR script, but I keep getting ideas for more ASMR series. I've got a vampire one in the works. I love vampire scripts. I'm working on the Bounty Hunter still, of course, and there might be a third one. Yay! I'm looking forward. Typically bite off more than I could chew. Don't all us artists do that to ourselves? Let's see, a lot of subs I've met are quite confident in their day-to-day life. Their kink life almost stands in contrast to flip that on its head. Pretty much. Pretty much. But it does get very weird and concerning when you have the new people entering the scene, and the fake doms, the ones that, like, oh, you're submissive? Get on your knees and call me daddy. It's like, I will break your knees instead. Is there an ETA for the next Last Human video? The Death Worlders Tears? Let me check my script, my release schedule. I have an entire Excel sheet. Let's see, Death Worlder. I have that scheduled to release on February 8th. I need to have things set out ahead of time, so I'm not just like, what do I feel like? What am I gonna do? Especially with all the series I have, I need to have a bit of order. Non-confident sub, you just need to find your place and find the people that will support you. Because when you have, like I said, you get people in your corner, you are unbeatable. Let me see. Need to get better with rope work. Ooh, yeah. Living with parents does kind of put a dampener on that. There's something quite funny about just having no knowledge about this world and listening in on this stuff. As I love to quote, we have such sights to show you. But no, I also act a lot as the unofficial ambassador for the club I go to. Because a lot of newbies come in and I'm right next to the door. I'm relatively friendly looking if I'm focused on it. I do suffer from passive intimidation, aka resting bitch face. I've been told I look scary until I start talking, and then everyone lightens up. Plus, being surrounded by stuffed animals helps to soften your image. But people that are either new to the club or new to the scene will come up and they'll talk to me, and I'll take them gently by the hand and walk them through the process and let them know it's okay here. And if you get overwhelmed, you can come back to me. You can, ground yourself, and everything will be all right. Like, give me the popcorn. This is fun. Yes, it's pretty much don't listen to the 50 Shades of Grey bullshit. Like, at best, you can think of it as the fantasy itself. But the real life shit, there's way more contracts and consent and safe words used. And, two things. One, entry-level thing. If you think the Dom has the power, you're wrong. It's really the sub. Because they're the ones giving the power. And they can take it back. And two, a lot of the times, there are times in which Doms will also use safe words for any reason at all. Either safety, or like they're not in the right headspace, or something's going wrong on their end. Anyone can call for any reason. And if someone doesn't respect the safe word, they're not worth it. Because that's not someone who's gonna be looking out for you. Let me put it this way. In both BDSM and in sex, there doesn't need to be love, but there does need to be trust. Hands down. Not me loving the Yandere audios. The Yandere audios have been very fun. I was so impressed. It's recent enough. I'm sure you guys know about the Two Truths and a Lie Yandere script. That is now my #1 video on this channel. In a month, it passed 30,000 views. You know what the next highest video has? 25,000 views. And that was the second video I ever released. That's fucking wild to me. My old uni had a kink society, and one of the dudes there was weirdly touchy with... Oh, I hate that. I hate the people that think that if you're kinky, then you're cool with everything. No. And the thing is, in my college, there was a sex society that also covered things like kink. That helped me learn a bunch of stuff and learn about me and learn about safety. But yeah, no touchy without permission. Oh God. Miss Hyde is asking, can you explain the whole scripting to her? Like, what are those? You're new to the kink world, can't keep hitting me with these heaters. The sub could just not. Glad I clicked on this stream. It's like... Oh, God. Okay. Am I gonna need to make a Discord now? I said last stream that I don't think I'm quite ready to handle it, but Then again, it seems to mostly be like one or two dozen regulars, so maybe come on over to the corner, AMC, I have popcorn. The Yandere audience is insane. I used to work with another ASM artist, and the audience was constantly rabid for her Yandere stuff. Yeah, the Yandere scripts are so fun, but I do get picky with them. Like, very basic kidnapping, throwing in the basement. You can still have that, but you have to have something new and original thrown in. I do have a bunch of Yandere scripts that I'm going to do at some point. Like one that is a Yandere therapist that ends up gaslighting you. And like actual clinical gaslighting, not the therapy speak of gaslighting. Let's see, what is the next Yandere script in my schedule? Oh, Supervillain takes care of injured listener hero is the next Yandere. That is one of those. The supervillain is almost in like a parasocial relationship with the hero, treating them. It's hard to describe. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna go campy nuts with it. Like if you listen to the New Year, New You script with that kind of campy supervillain, which I took inspiration from Serpentious from Has-Been Hotel, not Hell of a Boss. Except this one's gonna have a bit more Joker in it. Give me spice for my yanderes. Nerds like me write the material. Rock stars like Teddy do the acting. Yeah, pretty much. Aside from Null the Necromancer, I do not write my own scripts. I am going to write some more in the future, but currently, the only one that I have written is the Null series. Everything else, I got from r/ASMR Script Haven, where people post their scripts. I pick one I want to do, I record it, aka filling it. It'd be nice to talk more outside of streams. Streams start. Oh, I'm sorry. If it's fair, I start them at 10 p.m. my time. That's a good question. The supervillain takes care. Let me look at that. Yeah, that it actually is yours. It is your script. That is your script. That is the next Yandere I have in my schedule. That's why I thought I recognized that fucking villain. The bullies ones. That's another one I try to be careful with. I also like bully scripts, but also I'm aware of my age, and I'm trying to not do like high school ones, which a lot of the bully scripts seem to be set in. But I will try to find more like adult-oriented, maybe workplace bullies, because those can be fun if done right. Can't lie, that's one of my favorite audios. Love new. Really? Thank you. I say really because it actually, no. I'm thinking of the Christmas one. The Christmas one didn't do so great with the numbers. I try not to worry too much about numbers. I want to do the scripts that I like. I'll be honest, Carmen. The Bounty Hunter one also isn't doing too well in the numbers, but it was important to me to make it and post it. Because I some of the scripts I want to be evil because it's fun. Some of the scripts I want to be good because that's also fun. And some of the scripts I want to put out to show what I'm about. And that's another thing. There are wording. I'm trying to think of my words here. How did I talk about it a while back? I try to be careful of the scripts I pick and post because I feel they can reflect me. I may be overthinking things, but it is the internet. At some point, someone's going to put a target on me. It's inevitable. It's the nature of the internet. But I want to first have a baseline of showing who I am and what I'm about. That being said, if I were to get hired to be an absolute bastard in a script, I would do it in a heartbeat, because then it's understood, oh, this is a role because, I got hired for it. Whereas if it's a script that I chose, it's a little more nebulous. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. Let's see. A Magnus Archive audio? Oh, I need to go back and listen to it. I didn't get too very far in the Magnus Archives, but I have seen this really cool animatic with Michael, where it goes, "Oh, archivist, what's happened to you now?" It's like, let's see, ask me your questions. I don't know, I need to look up the animatic again. It was really good. More werewolves? Yes. I love doing werewolves. I love doing vampires. I'm a little sad. The one with the Red Riding Hood werewolf one, it said part 1, but I visited the author the other day and there was no part 2 yet. So I'm trying. Okay. More particular themes, genres I like to explore. Office Boss is an underrated genre. It managed to dethrone a channel's most watched. I feel kind of awkward when an ASMR video assumes that I am in college or something like that. I'm like, oh god, no thank you. Yeah, we definitely need more variety in the ages. A lot of them have, involved 20-somethings. There was one audio I did that mentioned the age, and I'm like, no, we're gonna gloss over that aspect. Although I do have, the audio updating on Sunday mentions being in their 20s, but it's a demon with their appearance in their 20s, and that's a little more acceptable. Oh god. I don't want rich women to do things to me. I'm being too much. Bye. Kelsh, you are not being much. Trust me, I have dealt with much. You are not much. Oh boy. I kind of knew going in with writing that any video likely wouldn't be doing the numbers, but I do get what you mean about wanting to do something that is you. Thank you. I want to write things that are me and such. Absolutely. With creative endeavors, you can do things that are not you because it's fun to explore that, and things that are you because you want to express yourself. That's the wonder of art, and why I'm not having a crash out rant right now, but why I'm violently even, anti-generative AI. I'm not going into that crash out right now. Oh god, my throat. Hi, Max. Trivia? General trivia, or was it something specific? Did you win? The bigger risk is the type of script you can pick. It can lead to the type of audience fan base you cultivate. Very true. It's not necessarily an issue, but I've known some fan bases to be very pushy. Yeah, very much true. I think I've been doing pretty well with cultivating that. It's fun to have, little wildlings, because little chaos gremlins, because y'all are fun. But you definitely need to have a good balance of what kind of audience you bring in and the kind of stuff you feed them, because y'all are rabid raccoons. Yeah. Hi, Laughingstock. I've been trying to keep up with the chat and answering questions. You should play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines on stream. It's very fun. You know what? Is that in my wish list already? Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. For some reason, Bloodlines 2 is in my wish list. You know, sure. $20. That's reasonable. Let's see. A demon around the same age as me? Oh no, wherever would this demon be so I can avoid them? How terrible would it be to encounter them? An old person with a young person's body would snap anyone in half. Yes. Beware the old person in a profession where people die young. Yes. Oh my god, that's such a terrifying concept. I love it. General, and no, you did not. Aw, I'm sorry. I used to do trivia nights, and it's definitely a mixed bag. But it was more fun to just have fun with the other people. You did have fun. That's what. Absolutely, having fun is the thing. Can be the most chaotic gremlin if you like. It gets worse. Don't worry. Oh, you had an. Oh no, a chaos gremlin idea is never good. If there's a Discord made, then certainly there can be a Minecraft. Oh, no! You're gonna head to bed? Okay. Rice Howard, I hope you sleep well. Same time for me, but I'm caffeined. Fair. I will say that the vampire series is going to be the folks in their 30s or above, dealing with aging and vampires. Like, 30s isn't old, but it's a good chunk of time for humans. Yeah! I love the thought of just vampires dealing with older humans. Not because... So it's... Beauty isn't part of it, because a lot of vampires with the young is about the beauty of youth. And I get it. But a vampire choosing an older person for their experience sounds really cool. But maybe I'm biased because I'm aging. And Existent is a Curse is such an underrated audio. Oh, yeah. Existence is a Curse. I loved doing that one. I actually first heard that performed by... God, I still don't know how to pronounce the name. Juany? Or Juany? Juany. That ASM artist. I think he did really well in it, although I will say a complaint I have about that video is he has the sound of traffic in it, and it's too loud. I try to keep my background ambience noise reasonable, loud enough that you have an understanding of where it's taking place, but quiet enough that you can hear what's fucking happening. That one got me through a really shitty time recently, and I'm very thankful for the audio. I'm very happy to hear. I'm sorry you're going through that shit, but I'm very happy that something I made was able to help you through it. I hope if you're not doing better, you are on the way to getting better. Because we all have our low points. I have had my low points. And sometimes people ask me, are you okay? Are you happy? And I can be like, no, but I'm working on it. And having the ability to have an upward trajectory is important. You don't have to be on top, but so long as you're not stuck, or at least you're able to ask for help to get unstuck. Back on your meds. Oh, God. That I also understand. When I got booted off of my parents' insurance, I couldn't go to my psychiatrist anymore. And so I went off my anxiety meds for years. And when things got really bad again, to the point where I couldn't sleep, I was able to get back I did find another doctor, and I was able to get better again. So there's that as well. I need another honey drop. Vanilla Velvet Audios? That sounds kind of cool. It's a very nice name. I love a good username. It just... Vanilla Velvet. You know, I had 2 other ideas for a channel name before I went with Midnight Teddy. The first one, which I kind of regret not doing just because it would have been so appropriate, was Nada Dom. Nadadomme. Because it's so true. And then y'all will be calling me Nada instead of Teddy. The other one was going to be Oral Fixation. But I looked it up, and another ASM artist was taking that. And had the channel for a long time, and was still posting, so I was like, yeah, no, I'm not messing with the algorithm in this way. Yeah, I follow a good amount of ASM artists, and just hearing what they did and enjoying it, I was like, I want to do that too. I want to be part of that. Gentle Girlfriend ASMR. That kind of sounds like another one I've done. I would also do recommendations, but I know most of you are of the male persuasion. I said most, not all. And a lot of the ones I listen to are of the male persuasion. Great name is very interesting, knowing your predilections of your followers. Well, like I said, I have done dominant audios, and there are people that just think that is me. So, Nada Dom would have been so fitting. I mean, come on, have you seen some of the comments in those videos? It's like, step on me, mommy. Teddy is fully aware of the YouTube viewer statistics. I look at it periodically. I try to be aware of my audience. And that's why when I've seen a couple times that I have, it is less than 1%, but it's more than 0 amount of listeners between the ages of 13 and 17. I don't know what to do with myself. I admittedly don't listen to M4A audios, but I do appreciate the boys getting their work in. I'm such a lesbian. Yup. Different strokes for different folks, in more ways than one. I should do a few more dedicated to a single gender audios. I try to make them as open to everyone as possible, except for when it has specific vibes. Like, I've done 2 or 3 that focus on queer relationships, so it's F for F. And there are others where I almost made my Cersei audio F for A. But then I was like, no, Cersei is really just targets guys, so let the masculine ones have their dedicated audio. To Die For is also so good. Is it bad? I can't remember which one that was. I've made over 100 audios. Like, I'm gonna forget. Immortals. Oh yeah, that one. Oh my god. I can't tell you how much fun I had doing the simulated drowning for that one. I literally had a bowl of water next to my microphone, and I just kept dunking my head in. Thankfully, I recorded it in August, so it was quite refreshing. And bit of TMI, but instead of using towels, I used what's called a Fux pad. And it made sure all of the water stayed on it and none of it got on my desk. It was really well done. To bear person with me. So you were literally imagining me dunking my face in a bowl of water? Good. That means they got around. Alright. It is spelled F-U-X. Pad. It is like a giant blanket, but you lay it down on the bed or other surface. And it will absorb any and all liquids, up to a gallon. None of it will spill out. Everything will remain dry. And very little aftercare will be needed in the cleanup. I told you, I have such sights to show you. I have so many things to teach y'all. Crelly's goo blanket has spread to Teddy. Okay. A gallon, what kind of people are they marketing this to? Squirters. You heard me. Alright, see you in a minute, Carmen. Plus, there are other fluids and messes that can be used, like lubricants, especially water-based lubricants. Why does the why does the phrase sound so familiar? Until next time. Let's see. Where have you heard that line you say? Let's see. Explorers in the further regions of experience. Demons to some, angels to others. Does that sound familiar? I don't know why people think this bear is wholesome. Is it the pixelated hair bow? Is that what's making people think that I'm more cute than I am? I am a multifaceted woman. I am both complex and basic. And no shame. But alright. It is the hair bow. I don't know, I'm going to keep it just because now it's really fun to throw y'all off. Women, I thought this was a bit... Yeah, the bear has a gender. Sort of. I mostly say I'm cis, but I think I'm actually more of like a demi-girl, demi-woman, in which I'm like, I don't know, 90% female, 10% other. Not really masculine. Even the things that seem masculine don't feel masculine when I do it. I don't know. Gender is weird. And the more I think about it, the more abstract it becomes, and the happier I become. There's something beneath all that fur. Somewhere. But anyway, we have such sights to show you. It's Hellraiser. It's Hellraiser. Pinhead says it. If I had to demand something, I need more bloopers. That's fair. I have posted a few bloopers in the past. I think my favorite one was... It was more of an outtake than a blooper, but from the third episode of Palindrome, that was the time loop series. Very fun with that. But in the third one, there's an extended scene where I'm very animated and speed talking. Is like, okay, come on, we have to go. We panic. Just keep going and going, running. What? I'm okay. And I had to stop because I almost passed out. I just got so lightheaded. The guy from Hellraiser called Pinhead? Yeah! Okay. Technically, he's Cenobite Priest. That's really what he's called, but the fan name is Pinhead. Which sounds really stupid, but when you experience him, oh god. Chicky nuggies. Like, be silly, I want to see it. I feel like most people would find that they are not completely one gender if they spent the time to get introspective with it. Hell Priest, yes. Pinhead is the Hell Priest. Yandere police officer. Fake fan? I have memory issues. I do have one where I was a Yandere police officer, but it was technically fake police officer. Because ACAB. Yeah. How dare I? Guardian Angel 2. Are you just listing the ones that I've done that you really like? And the Guardian Angel one, that was fun. No, he never introduces himself. Technically, none of the Cenobites have names. In-universe names, I will say. Like, there's the one that has, like, no teeth and no nose, but just teeth, and he's called the Chatterer. There's one that is kind of roundish, bald, and wears dark glasses. That's Butterball. And there's one that's just called the Female, because you need a token female. Used to call him Nailhead. I mean, I can see that. YouTube keeps giving me ad for baby stuff on this stream. I have no clue why, unless YouTube knows something I don't. Oh, God, it's so weird things. Keep the pigs out of my audios, please. Yes. Yes, I am. How do you know? Yeah, that's why I was okay doing the Yandere police officer, because it was a fake police officer. The Female, that sounds so awful. Yeah. You know what? Let's hold on. Although there was in the remake, requel, what have you, they made that Pinhead female, feminine, and I thought she was pretty cool and had a very ambiguous voice, which again I thought was really damn cool. I'm just gonna like send out bites. Okay. Yeah. Again, that's the fan name, because when you have one that is female in appearance, yeah. I keep getting reminded of Carmen from Project Moon. I am not familiar with Project Moon. Okay. Let's see if I can... Not that one. No, not the entire thing. God damn. Oh my god. Okay, you don't need to see that now. Don't look at my shame. That's not gonna work. Go away. My immersion! Yeah, Yeah, I have so many tabs. Yeah. All right, let's just try this one. Okay. Okay. Oh God, why does it have to do that while I'm trying to adjust everything? Very rude. I just let me. I hate that I can't like really control anything. I can't adjust. Everything just going fucking haywire. Alright. This will have to do, and then I'm just gonna scoot over here. Maybe I should have just gone to another thing. Alright, so these are the original Cenobites. That's not what I meant to do. I just wanted to open the image. Wow, that's terrible. Alright, so we have Butterball. That's Pinhead. God, this is so fucking small. I gotta find a bigger picture. Why are there not bigger pictures? Why are they all so fucking small? This will have to do. You have unofficial fan art. So yeah, that's Pinhead. This is the female. That's all they refer to as, is just the female. Dude, it was forced on me. Windows 11 was forced on me, okay? Smut shame? Yeah, I saw the Hellraiser reboot, and it is pretty good. I don't think I would say it's better than the original, but it holds up on its own. Why do they look freaky? Because when this movie came out, the outfits were based off of the BDSM sadomasochism scene at the time. And again, that's Chatterer, because, you know, the teeth, and that's Butterball, for reasons. Whereas, the new ones, these are the new ones from the requel. These designs were based off of the body modification subculture. Uma Musume Trans Audio. Hey, you give me a script, I'll do it. Although I have one, probably not my place to do that. I try to also be careful about the kind of character I play and staying in my lane. I am very white, and I am aware of that. You saw too much. I think Fetish Gear just looks fucking awesome anyway, so it's just a plus on the Cenobites. Nightbreed was pretty enjoyable. Also watched the direct. I don't remember which cut of Nightbreed I watched, but that was fun. I do remember. No, I am saying that it's yeah. I definitely believe that there are trans Uma Musume audios. And I support that, because why the fuck not? Why the fuck not, indeed. These are giving me good Silent Hill vibes with a mix of Cyberpunk's 2077. Someone else made that, and I'm saying, yeah, cool. But yeah, at least these guys have much better names, but they still kept the Chatterer. Oh, the mother, I hate that. But yeah, with these, you really accept that these are explorers of the furthest reaches of experience. Because to them, pain and pleasure have come together. Kel, stop fumbling in front of chat and the streamer. We all fumble here. Yes, even I fumble. You're watching me fumble right now. There is a scene from the 2022 Hellraiser that I do periodically go back to just because it's so fun. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look it up in a different tab and then move it over so I don't make an absolute fool of myself again. I try to minimize how much of a fool I appear, because I do that enough as it is. Let's see. Let me switch my other account. I want to be seen as cool. I don't want to fall. That's true for all of us. I was about to say I've given up on trying to be cool, but that's not true. I try very hard to try to appear cool. I'm not. Although, it probably bears saying that, no pun intended, that I had an epiphany a year or so ago in which I was trying to figure out why so many cool people want to be friends with me. Why would they want to be with a goober like me? And then it just kind of clicked. It's like, oh, what if they see me as the cool one and they see themselves as the goobers? Huh. So try to put that thought in your head. You're not always going to succeed in thinking that, but it's nice to have it there. Where is that video? Alright, I think the character's name was that. No, Angelique. No, that wasn't the one. God damn, why is it that when I want to find a specific clip, I can't? Fare thee well, laughingstock. It's always fun to have you here. I got too much... Kelsh, you are amongst friends here. I have such bad anxiety, but you just... Occasionally, you just snap. Or at the very least, try not to think so much, which I know is easier said than done. Trust me, I know. Where'd that go? So, the comment about the Magnus Archive audios, here's one that I really like that I would like to try at some point. Also, this is just a really cool artist.
Oh, archivist, what have you done now?
I would love to
It's
do something
almost
like this.
sad to see you like this. Almost. I've come to a decision, archivist. I'm going to kill you. It's earlier than I had hoped, but that's life. I suppose your life. Before I do, however, I want you to understand, even if it does go against my nature.
Isn't this beautiful animation?
Ask your questions. What? Ask me.
And the fact that he just goes back to normal after being all creepy like that, just goddamn. Where would I have put that? That was awesome. Yes. Oh, actually, I should have it somewhere. No, not. God, I have so much shit open. Don't look upon my shame. Ah. This. It is technically TikTok, but Jürgen Leitner and his cook. So the person that did that animation made something from Nerdy Prudes Must Die, which I only watched after seeing this. And of course, YouTube removed it, which is the only reason I have it on TikTok. Nerdy Prudes Must Die! Nerdy Prudes Must Die! Everybody cool, watch those nerds meet their demise. Cleansing of your kind, expose the bloody lie. Nerdy Prudes, watch me spawn and prey upon your anti-social life.
I want you to repeat after me. Okay. Who will pray
for me?
Who will pray for me?
When I'm gone.
When I'm gone.
Or until another Richie comes along.
Can you repeat that one?
Who will pray for me? When I'm gone. Or is this the eternal dark without a dawn? Fucking, I hate that line. Night, Bob. See you next time.
What did you say? Don't kill me. I'm not a nerdy prude. I'm not a loser. Of course not. Richie. But you have lost everything. No. No, please. No, 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 no. No.
That was the character's name. So yeah, I thought that animation was so cool, and then I watched the movie. It's done by the same people that did. It's done by Star Kid Productions, and they're the people that did a Harry Potter musical way back in the day. Did that clip got taken down? Why can't I fucking find it? Alright. I guess this one will have to do for explaining how the 2022 Hell Priest is. Listen to this voice.
A joyful note without change, without
Night, Kelsh. Until next time.
There's no music in that. There is so much more the body can be made to feel. Perhaps you prefer. Perhaps we were wrong.
Isn't that just so cool? Just the blending of both masculine and feminine voices. It's just, yes. Okay. Boop. That goes away now. Ha ha. This is doing something. All according to plan. Just make y'all learn something new about yourselves. That is the point of all of this. I did know that would have that effect. Oh, yes, that's always fun. It's like, this has done something to me. This better not awaken anything in me. I don't know how this makes me feel, but I want to say more. Did not know that would have had... It does. It truly does. Things are being awakened in all of us. That's all I can say. As I said, I have such sights to show you. That's also why I get mistaken for a dom. If anything, I think I'm more of a secondhand sadist. I like giving ideas to the actual tops and doms and what have you. Like, I'm just in the peanut gallery shouting out ideas. I'll also dip out and get to work writing. It's been hard to focus lately, but I am making progress. I do have a strong idea for part 3 now. Part 4 was originally going to be part 3, but then I had ideas. Very happy to hear about that, Carmen. And it's whenever you have the drive to create, follow it. Don't be like, oh, I'll do this later. You won't. Follow it. Chase it. Pin it. Joke's on you. I already knew this stuff about me. Joke's on you. I'm into that shit. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, come on. How often have I threatened, like, biting and eating people here, and y'all are just like, yes, yes. Oh no, not that. Anything but that. Which brings up the question of whether or not the interests are always there, or if they are created when you find something for the first time. I think it varies. I think the seeds are in you at the very least. And whether or not you cultivate it is really the difference. Because some of the things have always been there. Oh no, a vampire person I find highly attractive. Please don't pin me down and look at me hungrily. Yeah, I would be the world's dumbest juice box. Look, I have a type. Like, you're not alone. You're not alone. Because, like, I think that for a good number of us, there are fetishes that we didn't realize were fetishes because we experienced them in childhood, prepubescence. Like, I'm going into TMI again. I have vivid memories as a kid getting that tingly feeling between my legs for the cartoons where there were snakes performing hypnosis. That got me. It took me years to understand what that was and what it meant. Ghoul life doesn't seem that bad. Eh? Ghoul, are you talking like yeah, just yeah. But to go back, so yeah, some things I do think that we have inside us forever, and other things are something we never would have considered, but once it's introduced to us, like, huh, I don't find that repelling. And then some of those things that you don't find repelling are like, okay, I'll give it a try. And either you like it or you don't care for it. I've definitely had experience with both of those things where it's like, maybe, nah, not for me. Vampire the Masquerade terminology, by the way. Play a lot of World of Darkness. Ghoul, is that like, I'm trying to think of other vampire media I've heard that utilize ghoul. Is it similar to a thrall or a not fully turned vampire or one of the more animalistic clans? I know very little about Vampire the Masquerade. I've wanted to learn, but sure, I'll try giving it a play on Steam at some point. Oh, a Dompier. The cop in Blade. Oh no, I was thinking actual Blade. Blade is a Dompier, a daywalker. Okay, yeah, so a more of a thrall, right? Because there's also the ghouls in Helsing, the anime that is, as opposed to like any Van Helsing, what have you. Humans who take vampire blood as a drug. Oh, cool. Yeah, I very much enjoy vampire media. It's cool. Drink vampire blood, become ghoul, psychologically and physically addicted minion. Ooh. Intriguing. That Hellraiser reboot was directed by David Bruckner. Oh, also directed a couple of the different VHS Ooh. I think I remember hearing about that. I think I saw 85. I probably misremembered it as 87 in a previous stream. The main segment from 85 that I remember is the one with the white nationalists. I very much enjoyed their undoing, because fuck them. Yeah, I enjoy the VHS series. Not all of them are good, but that's the beauty of an anthology. I like the shortness because that keeps the creep factor. And if you don't like one, don't worry, another one's going to start soon. Just got all 3 Blade movies in a box set, still in the shrink wrap. Nice. Oh, that was 95. Oh, okay. My mistake. But yeah, that's damn very good getting that for just $7. Trying to remember a thing right now. My brain is starting to fail me. I don't know. I might wind down soon because I bet you can hear my voice is starting to go because while preparing stuff, incentives, and songs for the Donorthon, I selected a bunch of songs to sing, especially from Disney. And of course I had to give them a test sing, and also because, yeah, they're fun to sing. And so now I'm just, Check out Hunter the Parenting, good for dipping your toes into VTM, and since it's from a Hunter perspective, it gives occasional lore dumps / exploration as, listen up, newbie, here's how not to die. Very cool. Yeah, sure, I'm gonna make a note of that. I will open it up. So, Hunter the Parenting. That looks cool. Yeah. Helsing anime, the one with Alucard and... no. Sir Integra Fairbrook Wingate's Helsing. Where later a group of certain Germans from the 40s invaded London. Yes, very much so. I've seen all 3 animated versions. The one from the 90s, Ultimate, and Helsing Ultimate Abridged. Yes. I have recorded me doing the I Love War speech from the Major. That's okay. I was just showing off my knowledge. If I can pull up the script, I believe I can do that again. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been the script. I got it from the actual video. What the hell? So I can do another performance of it just because it's really fun. And yeah, I've been told that my German accent isn't terrible, so that's promising. I do want to release that video soon, but I'm waiting for Zydrate to... He said he would make me an outro song So I'm just waiting on him to do that. But he's doing it for free, so I can't be, ungrateful and demanding. But I do poke him occasionally. He's a really good guy. Never liked the original 90s version. I thought it was very boring and extremely slow. Abridged was annoying, but Hellsing Ultimate was definitely better. The 90s was slow because the manga wasn't complete, so they had to go off and do their own thing, which is why they have, what was the name? Incognito, that vampire as the villain. I do understand if you thought Abridged was annoying. The first 2 episodes aren't the greatest, especially there's some really bad jokes that haven't aged well, but to give Team 4-Star credit, they have said, like, yeah, that joke should not have been made, which I respect. Okay. My friends, it has often been said that I like war. My friends, I like war. No. Friends, I love war. I love holocausts, I love blitzkriegs, I love defensive lines, I love sieges, charges, I love mop-up operations and retreats. Wars across prairies, in streets, in trenches, in grasslands, in frozen tundras, through deserts, on the sea, in the air. I love every act of war that can occur upon this earth. I love blasting the enemy to smithereens with artillery salvos that thunder across the lines of battle. My heart leaps with joy whenever a soldier is tossed high into the air and cut to pieces by well-placed sniper rounds. And there's nothing like a tank operator using a Tiger Octa-Oct to destroy enemy tanks. And the feeling that comes when a soldier runs screaming from his blazing tank only to be mowed down by heavy machine gun fire is such an exquisite feeling. Like when ranks of infantry brandish their bayonets, rushing into the enemy line. It moves me deep within my heart to watch a fresh recruit stabbing over and over into the bloated chest of a long-dead enemy. The sight of deserters being strung up from a street lamp is an irresistible pleasure. And there is nothing more arousing than the sounds made by prisoners of war dropping like flies, screaming in agony as they're mowed down by ear-piercing schmeisers. When a band of pitiful resistance fighters makes their final stand with nothing but small arms, only to have their city smashed to atoms block by 4.8-ton bombshells, I'm in ecstasy. I love it when our forces are ravaged by a Russian armored division. It's so sad to see towns and villages that were supposed to be defended at all costs being laid to waste, their women and children being raped and killed. I love to be squashed under the heel of the British and American war machines. The humiliation as my men crawl around like vermin, ducking the Jagd bombers flying overhead. Gentlemen, all I ask for is war. War so grand as to make hell itself tremble. Gentlemen, I ask you as fellow brothers in arms, what is it that you truly want? Do you wish for further war as I do? Do you wish for a merciless, bloody war? A war whose fury is built with iron and lightning and fire? Do you wish for war to sweep in like a tempest, leaving not even ravens to scavenge from this earth? Very well. Then Krieg is what you shall have. We are clenched fist, ready to strike down all who oppose us with our might. But after enduring over half a century wallowing in the darkness, for us, a simple, ordinary war will no longer be sufficient. We need a massive war, a war beyond any other that man's history has ever known. We are but a single battalion, the remnants of a defeated army numbering less than 1,000 strong. However, I believe that each of you old warriors is equal to 1,000 of their sickly soft children. We represent a force that could easily defeat an army of 1,000,001 men. It is time for them to awake the ones who sent us screaming into oblivion and who now like sleeping. Let's drag them out by the hair and remind them of what we are. We will remind them of what it feels like to live in fear. We will remind them of the sound our jackboots make against their throats. We will remind them that there are more things between heaven and hell than they have dreamt of in their philosophy. Our camp group of 1,000 vampires is going to burn this world down to ash. Yes, my friends, soon Europe's charred remains will illuminate the night sky. I have brought you all back, just as I promised I would. Back to our favorite battlefield, back to our beloved war. At last, the sea lion has crossed the ocean and is heading up the hill. Attention, all soldiers of the Millennium Battalion. This is a message from your commander. Friends, let's bring them hell. That one is always fun to do. Huzzah! Thank you for the compliment. Let's see if I can try to pronounce, because German is a language that I've been interested in learning, but I'm not great with it. It's like, dein deutscher Akzent ist Gunnemite. I'm learning how to read it. Getting goosebumps all over again. The accent was much more I'm getting better with practice. Thank you. That one is really fun. And the only reason I try to do the German accent with that is because of the line, the Tiger Acht. If it wasn't for that, I would just attempt it in my normal accent. I actually have done the subtitle and / manga version in that way, just because I don't have to worry about my accent, I just have to worry about my performance. But once I started reading that, and I got to the line Tiger Acht, I was like, I can't get away with that. I wanted to follow the script as it was. Almost. Not bad for an amateur. I do better with Japanese, to be honest. I don't know, I was just able to wrap my brain around it a lot better. And when I was in high school, the only languages you could learn were Spanish, Italian, and French. And of those, Spanish was the only one I could do. And even then, I was not good at it. Too much conjugation. Again, I'm a little better with Japanese. But even then, I've studied it for years, but I can barely remember anything because my brain is shit. At the very least, I know how to pronounce it. I mean, hell, one of the songs I have put aside for my sing-along is the opening theme to Junjo Romantica. When I studied abroad in Japan, I went to karaoke with my host sister and her friends, and that song was available. I set it up, and they were impressed by how well I was able to do it. Verb conjugation in Romance languages, yes, it is. God help me. At least in Japanese, the real issue is the level of politeness. That's really what can trip you up. There's like 1,000 different tenses, and yes, they all work differently. But yeah, that song is like, Sonete hanasanai de, hanasanai de, boku ga soba ni iru kana. Oh god, my voice is going. Donna doki demo waratte waratte hana wo sakasete yo. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to at least show the lyrics that I could pronounce it. But yeah, my voice is going. I'm dropping an octave. Even I struggle with German sometimes. It's my first language. Yeah. The only reason I'm as good as I am with English is because I'm a language nerd. If left to my own devices, I will use Purple Prose whenever possible. I just feel really good about it. Even though it gives me weird looks. This is why I wouldn't do well in Japan. I am generally abrasive and prickly girl and have a tendency for being overly loud and animated. But if you only learn the polite version of it, then you'd still be golden. Your tone might mismatch, but they would at least appreciate the attempt. Oh, Nihongo jozu, jozu, jozu. Yeah, it was fun there. I want to go back at some point, because I went back in '08, and I'm sure so much has changed since then. Okay, I think now is as good a time as ever to wrap up, because, again, voice is going. I find it hilarious I marked the stream as playing Minecraft and I haven't opened anything at all. I didn't believe in myself that I could do a purely chatting stream, but now I know I can actually put that down. But yes, I will look into Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines for playing. And I know I've been requested to play, or specifically Crispy. Crispy has been trying to get me to play Dispatch. So, yeah, I'll try to give that a shot, because, yeah, when I attempt the 12-hour stream, I want to have plenty to go for. And hopefully, actually, I'll sleep all afternoon beforehand, and yeah. Date everything? Yes. I think that's on my list. That definitely sounds fun and funny. The Steam version is broken. The bad broken or the overpowered broken? This is an important distinction. But yeah. And as always, my marshmallow is open. There's a link to it on the front page of my channel, so if you ever want to throw me an anonymous what have you, feel free to, even if it's future stream ideas. Doesn't work on new machines broken? Oh, good to know. I'll have my personal IT guy present without installing the patch. Ooh. Yeah, I'll have my personal IT guy at the ready for that. Okay, it was lovely chatting with all you guys. This is why I love my Friday streams. It's just relaxing, learning new things. That was fun. Have a good one. You as well. And thanks for the compliment regarding my German accent. It's nice to know that I'm not horribly butchering it. I feel a little more confident now. Last time I was told it was a mix of German and Romanian. Am I looking to join an ASMR? I wouldn't say no to joining an ASMR community. Yes, stay safe out there, please. With everything going on, I want you all to stay safe. Don't start a fight, but definitely end it. Yeah. Bye, Miss Hyde. I like how she's just kind of tertiary involved in learning new things, too. Damn right. Oh, yeah. I've not been involved in a fight, but I feel ready to defend. But yes, 001. I'm just referring to you by your username here for sake of simplicity. Where is this ASMR community that I can join? Is it a Discord? Is it on the Reddit? Because that's where I get most of your scripts. Where am I going? Where am I looking? Do 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 do. But yeah, I want you guys to be safe out there, because I care about you guys. Okay. Fights suck. They never go the way you think they will, and they always turn out worse than you want. Yes. And remember this, too. Outside of a tournament, there's no such thing as dirty fighting. Go for the weak spots. The armpit is an underutilized weak spot. Nobody thinks to defend their armpit. Alright. 01, I'm gonna message you on Reddit so you can send me that info in case you don't want to, like, share it here. So, again, good night, everyone. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you guys next week. Until then, stay safe. I care about you, my honey drops. Bye-bye.